Good afternoon. We're back out at Castle Rock. Little different view. We're down in the basin. You're looking toward the south end of the basin. You can see the rampart look. It's where it gets the name Castle Rock. All along the western side, as you go back to the west and south, you see that. Today I'm going to be trying for you guys TX blended whiskey. TX stands for Texas. It's 41% alcohol by volume. Firestone and Robertson Distilling Company. They're in Fort Worth. Even on the back of the bottle, it's got a little Texas in the circle. It says Go Texan. This is a $3.75. I don't remember what I paid for it. I bought it too long ago and I've just forgotten it. If you look at the cap, the caps are unique. Each one's got a boot, a piece of leather boot imprinted in the top in the circle, pressed down in there, I assume. They're all made by wood. It's not a real cork, it's a faux cork, but it's pretty unique, putting the piece of leather boot. Each one's a little different. I can read you the back. At FNR, we value two things: true craftsmanship and excellent whiskey. That's why we blend and bottle TX by hand to bring out its sweet aroma, robust flavor, and smooth finish. The result is bold, like the Texas you know, and distinctly satisfying. We hope you enjoy it as much as we do. Please come see us. And I think next time I'm in Fort Worth, if they can give tours, I may just have to do that, because I do tend to go through Fort Worth, Dallas area. Not so much Fort Worth, but Dallas when I go to Louisiana, see my wife's family, but that's not that much out of the way. And it would be an interesting trip, I think. Anyway, back to the whiskey. It is a medium gold, a little deeper. This is a blend. This is not a bourbon. They do make a bourbon. It's got fairly thick running legs. And I can tell you from a distance, I get a pecan smell comes off of this. You can smell a pecan. Very, very solid note of pecan. I like pecans. I love pecan pie. I like pecans. So you smell that in there. And vanilla. There's a spiciness to it, but it's not something I can really put my, maybe almost like cardamom. I'd say cardamom's the closest I can come to on the spiciness on this. It's a unique monster. I don't think I've ever reviewed Tin Cup, but I've had Tin Cup in the past, and it's a similar blend whiskey. They are a little more expensive than your average bourbon blends, or the companies that make blends that normally bottle bourbons, but it's a craft distiller. So I wish I could remember what I paid for it. I just really don't. Anyway, those are about the three main notes I really get off of this. There is an underlying sweetness to it, but it's not very prominent. Again, vanilla counterpointing the pecan. Vanilla is more up front in the taste, but you get that pecan wood in the background and a marshmallow. You get a marshmallow behind it all. To bring the sweetness up is more like a marshmallow type sweetness. Spiciness is there. It's just a tad bit. Tad bit bitter is not the word I want to use, but it's the only one that really fits it. There is a certain little bitterness to it. You know, bitter's the right word, but it's not bad bitter. It's not like bitter that sucks up your face and makes you go. It's another flavor profile that helps the overall experience. It's not bad stuff, actually. Kind of warm, but it's not, it's a spicy warmth. I'd say now it's coming across more like nutmeg. This cardamom brings a certain floral aspect to it I got on the nose, but I don't get a floral aspect on the palate at all. It's a warming sensation in your mouth though, but stays. A little bit of oakiness to it. The very tail end is the oakiness. Well, I'm going to say short to medium finish. Doesn't last very long. It's good. In fact, it's really distinct from any other I've had, so I kind of enjoy that aspect in it. Score, I think I'd have to give this, because this is kind of off the cuff. I really didn't have any notes for this, other than the pecan and the vanilla always stayed with me. That little bit of bitterness. And the spiciness was more descriptive. I've tried it before, I've drank it before, I just didn't make notes. I don't know what to give this for a score. The oakiness is becoming more prominent, and it's good. So as you get into a little more, the bitterness kind of starts to fade a little bit. I'm going to say, well, that pecan is still there, still riding in there. You know, I kind of like it. I'm going to give it an 82 out of 100. It's not great. We'll make it 83 out of 100. It's actually drinkable stuff. It's actually not, it's not something you're just going to pour in a Coke and want to forget. They did a pretty good job on it for what it is. I don't think it's probably aged more than a year. I'd be surprised if it was. Maybe 2. But they're coaxing a lot of flavor out of it for no longer than they're aging it. And if it's a blend, that means they're mixing it down a little bit. We'll stick with 83 out of 100. Oh, remember, the spirit in your glass isn't running from you. Take your time, sip and enjoy it. You'll be better for it. We all will. It's a glorious evening again. Everyone, have a good evening.